How's it going, guys? This is my hybrid gas electric motorized bike. I have a gas powered engine powering the rear wheel and an electric front hub motor powering the front wheel. I bought both kits from bikeberry.com, which is those guys over there are pretty awesome. The electric hub motor came with the whole wheel assembly, which is good. I was able to get it on relatively easily, though I had to grind out the notches on my on the front forks. For the gas engine, that whole kit went together pretty well, though I upgraded the exhaust with a aftermarket exhaust that is relatively unrestricted. It's from BBR Tuning on their website, bikeberry.com as well. The rear sprocket assembly I had to change out because and the chain tensioner, because the rear sprocket was, that assembly just didn't really work for me. My hub on my rear wheel is a little bit too big for it, but I got this one working well. The BBR Tuning rear sprocket assembly, that works well, and I have a 36 tooth rear sprocket on there right now, and I have a chain tensioner from a man named Maniac Mechanic, mmbikeparts.com. Because my chainstays are not parallel to the rear wheel, I had to get something that would work, that I could get it to work, and this has a very high adjustability, and I can put it on the rear chainstay, on the bottom chainstay, or the top chainstay, wherever I want to mount it to actually get it to work, and it all works well. And that's cool. I took off the crankset because I have the front helper motor. It gets me up hills really well and accelerates really well, even though I have a 36 tooth rear sprocket. I originally had a 48 tooth rear sprocket, and I got about 20 miles an hour with it. I weigh about 260 pounds, so it wasn't really quite fast enough for me. I wanted to get closer to sort of the limits of bicycle wheels and tires, so I went up to the 36 tooth rear sprocket. Now I get about 25 miles an hour and less torque, but that's why I got the front helper motor, because that keeps me going up hills and to accelerate well. The battery for the front motor is held back here on the rear rack, inside a backpack, along with the speed controller and all the electronics. It's sort of fed down there. Obviously I don't have the cadence sensor. I just run it off of the throttle. Sorry for my breathing. My phone picks it up really well, and I'm kind of fat. So the batteries are back there. Right now I'm using lead acid batteries, gel type, so they're not fussy and they work really well. 36 volts and 12 amp hours. They weigh about 8 pounds each, so they're pretty heavy. The whole bike weighs probably about 100 pounds right now. So the way I have my controls set up is electric throttle, electric brake for the front wheel. That's the front wheel, right? Yeah, that's front wheel. And then I have gas throttle, electric brake on the rear. It's required in Connecticut to have your brakes deactivate your electric engine, your electric motor. And then I have the readout for the electric motor. This does work when the electric motor is not being used, so it still reads out the proper speed, my proper speed for miles per hour, kilometers per hour, even if I'm just running on the gas engine. And then that's my tachometer for the gas engine. I was going to get a speedometer, but then I found that this does work for both. It doesn't have to be, the electric motor does not have to be running for it to read out correctly. And that's my horn. That's legal. Sweet. I got my mirror. And front headlight, my rear light's back there, that blinks. It's all cool. I just like to drive it around. It's better than my gas efficient car in terms of fun. And I get about 100 miles per gallon on this thing, maybe a little bit more. It is heavy, but no wind resistance at like 25 miles an hour. That's pretty much it. I'm going to turn it on for a little bit just to show you guys what it sounds like with the aftermarket exhaust. And everything should be cool. All right, give me one sec. Alright guys, take care. Thanks for watching.